at this.
Let's make Chelsea great again. Enzo Maresca ball. I said you got to be a diehard Chelsea fan to be here tonight. Turns out a lot of Chelsea fans came out. Got to give credit to them. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the United States of Chelsea. Episode 13, after the 1-1 draw with Arsenal. We got, Lul in the house. Fuad, the host of SW6 Pulse. If you guys didn't know now, follow the man on TikTok, YouTube. He's doing his thing out there. And we also got Egale, who's an Arsenal fan, and the brother of Tosh. So, Egale, you there?
Yeah, I'm in here.
So how you guys doing?
Good, man.
Good, brother.
Good, man. It was a little bit frustrating, 1-1, but the more I look back at it, the more proud I am of the boys, man. 10 men is not easy.
Yeah, no, definitely not easy to go down to 10. But what'd you guys think about Maresca and his game plan for when we went down to 10?
Yeah, I mean, I would say like overall, I think he did a pretty good job. Like again, if we look at his track record against the big teams, the big coaches, like he's got the goods. I think that once the red card happened, and even like once the second half started, I feel like he made a couple of weird subs. I think he took Esteva off a little bit too early for me. I know you're trying to save the kid, and maybe things weren't working out for him as well. I saw him blast a couple over the bar, so maybe he was trying to protect him. But I do think that that substitution came a little too early, and then, but once we got the red card, I mean, we had to hunker down and try and hold the lead. Yeah, you got to be a little bit realistic at that point.
Yeah. What?
It's tough, right? Because when you get a red card, it kind of throws your whole game plan out the window. You know what I mean? So I felt like the fact that we've kind of experienced a couple of games with red cards in the past, obviously like what 6, 7 other games this season. I felt like we were a little bit more prepared than, let's say against Man United when we kind of didn't know what we were doing, right? Um, I get the whole, Esteval coming off second half, and the reason why I understand why he did it was because although like, you want to keep that attacking threat out there with Esteval, I just felt like Garnacho was like a good mix of, that attacking threat, that speed, that pace, as well as, that ability to like defend, track back, that, Premier League experience. Whereas, an 18-year-old might, make some mistakes, right? So I kind of see where Maresca went with that, a little bit more of a conservative approach. But yeah, I could have gone out of the way, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you guys all know the saying, experience is the best teacher in life. And I
exactly.
couldn't agree, anymore. I think Maresca, having experience going down to 10 multiple times,
Yeah.
especially that Man United game, I think that was the key game, where I think we all agree he, rushed his substitutions, which, hurt us in the end because we had less attacking options, and we played a defensive game, although we did score. Um,
Yeah.
but I was
He
happy to
didn't
see.
panic, just like United. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no panic.
Yep.
I also think it was really, I don't know what, it made me tickle just thinking about the fact that we literally, the way they conceded their goal was off a set piece. We literally did their set piece routine. Just block the keeper, crowd that inner box, front post, first header, flick it back. So giving them a taste of their own medicine, it felt kind of nice.
Oh yeah.
Yep. No, I agree, bro. Egale, how
Yeah,
about you, bro? You're the only Arsenal fan here. We're not
I
we're
mean,
not gonna
bro,
gang up on you,
for me,
bro.
I'm just disappointed, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it
tell
doesn't
me.
make no sense to me. Like, these guys got 10 men and we're playing sideways, backwards play. Like, where's the
Mhm.
aggression, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit makes no sense to me. I mean, for me, I didn't see any good performances from my squad, bro. I didn't see too many good performances. Like, even Saka, like, got bailed out. You know what I'm saying? He got his little assist, so he's cool. But in reality, the only guys that really played on our side was really, like, I think I would say Declan Rice and Timber. I'll give it to them. They had a decent game. But everyone else was ass, bro. That was my issue. So
Yeah.
I mean, even Caicedo bailed us out, bro. Let's be real. Like, if it wasn't for that red card, and he was kind of reckless. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he didn't need to do that in that scenario. You know what I mean? So we got bailed out. We would have lost that game if y'all had 11 man. It would have been over with.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue. I mean, I agree. Declan Rice and Timber did their thing. I think Saka also
He
did a
was
job
all
on
right.
Cucurella as well.
Yeah, no, he was cooking. He was cooking a little
Yeah,
No,
bit. But
he
it
got his
wasn't.
assist, but I think when you think of Saka, I think he had a quiet night. You know.
Yeah, I think so too.
overall,
That's the
I
way I
agree.
see it. I thought it was a stinker, low key. You know what I mean? But
No,
One
for
thing.
sure. I think, especially the fact that he got bailed out by the ref early in the game. I think Kukurea got his yellow, like what, 10, 15 minutes
early,
into the
yeah,
match,
Yeah,
early, yeah.
which
yeah.
kind of like opened up the gates for Saka because now Caicedo had to, Kukurea had to play that like conservative game, right? And not really go too tight on him, right? So
Yeah, when
crazy.
Cuckoo got that yellow, I was nervous during the game that he was gonna pick up a second yellow
Facts.
and get the red, because he was playing really tight on Saka. He was putting, being kind of handsy and stuff. Um, but it ended up being Caicedo who got the red. He's won us more points than he's lost us. Like I could never talk shit about Caicedo. So it's like, you got the red, but it is what it is. If anything, I'm gonna have a go at the ref because when we played fucking Spurs, Bentancur on Reece James in midfield is literally identical tackle, identical everything, and that ended in a yellow. But of course, we get red for those challenges. So
See, I don't even know if it's like a Anthony Taylor type thing because we all know that this guy has something out for Chelsea.
mhm.
But at the same time, is it like a consistency thing in the Premier League, right? Because it's so subjective with VAR. Like VAR is brought in there to obviously make those decisions, right? To clear cut. But when you have something against Spurs, identical play, doesn't even get reviewed by VAR, and then, here against Arsenal, two London derbies. You'd think there's going to be a little bit more consistency with that, right? Given the fact that, again, it is a London derby, they are going to be more combative. It's going to be more physical. It's going to be more like aggressive. Sometimes you got to let those things slide. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's
Or be
like.
consistent. Call them. Yeah.
Yeah, on one of the shows in the UK, I forgot what the show is called, but it's like they have like a panel of like former players, like Giggs and Scholes be on it sometimes. Rooney was on it last time. And then there's like a crowd and then they like interact back and forth. And they have guests and stuff. And one of the guests was a famous ref. I'm blanking on his name right now, but he recently retired. He's the one that had a stinker against Chelsea. I forgot what game it was, but basically, like he was involved in some kind of like a refereeing scandal with us, where like we should have had a penalty. It went to VAR. It should have went to VAR, but he's the VAR guy, and he didn't want to. As he said during that TV show, he said he didn't want to give his mate a hard time, right? So he thought
Oh, it
that
was Kavanaugh, probably.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's who it
I
was,
think it's
right? He
Kavanaugh.
said that
Yeah.
his man's the center ref was having a hard game already. He had a couple bad calls, so making him go to the TV to watch the VAR replay, that would have been too much on him. And my response to that is, my nigga, do your job. You know what I'm saying? In no other
100%.
world are people saved from doing their job because you want to save your mate from having a hard time, first of all. And second of all, just be consistent. Like there's been so many times when we score a goal that maybe shouldn't have stood, and then the Premier League has to come out and do a whole apology when Fulham or some other team does that, like, it just gets swept under the rug. So I think there's a lot of, when it comes to Chelsea, there's a lot of calls that don't go our way, and when calls do go our way, I think a lot of people, have a lot to say about that.
Yeah. And I remember that game too, because I think it was Anthony Taylor as well, who was the on-field referee, and Kavanaugh was the one in the VAR booth saying that he didn't want to give Anthony Taylor a hard time, and which made no sense. But yeah, exactly. No consistency there. I mean, Mourinho said it best. There's an agenda against Chelsea. Everybody knows it. All these legacy heads of Liverpool, Man United, guys up there, you're gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So guys, what's the criteria for a call to get reviewed by VAR? Because if you're saying that Bentancur, challenge on Reece didn't get reviewed, right? Which, his boots were up, he hit him in the, hit him in his foot. An identical play to what Caicedo did. So, like, what's the criteria for, the ref to go and check VAR?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, on paper, it's a clear and obvious error, right? And but I would say that in the case of the Caicedo red card, it was what was it? It was a straight red for like an aggressive chat challenge, right? So I guess what needs to really happen is we need to get some consistency around like what is an aggressive challenge? Like it's tough. It's kind of subjective. Like how are you gonna, nail down exactly what it is? Like it's kind of hard to do, but that's not my fucking job. Respectfully, I'm not a fucking ref. That's not my job. Figure it out.
Yeah. So I know we talked about the Garnacho for Esteval substitution. I did see some criticism online about the Liam Delap decision. What do you guys think about that? I feel like, Maresca had a reason to bring Delap on, playing 10, well, playing with 10. Um, we didn't want to be susceptible to, playing out the back so much. We wanted to have that option, in front. So Delap did give us that option of having a target man we can, kick long balls to. So, but I mean, I guess he didn't perform too well. I mean, he did have a good shot on target. I don't think Zhao would have done that for us. I feel like Zhao did struggle in the first half. But what do you guys think about that?
It's another tough one, right? Because at the end of the day, like I get the idea. The idea is to put a pacey striker up top, stretch, keep them honest, give us that outlet to like, run behind if we need to. Um, and if I'm thinking like Maresca, putting him myself in his shoes, essentially it's it's Liam Delap or Mark Gu, right? Those are the two options that he has. And if he's trying to be conservative, 10 men, he's probably thinking, I need someone with, again, Premier League experience, someone who's done it before. Mark Hughes still young, don't want to put that pressure on the kid. Um, and that's why he's going to go that Liam Delap route. But my issue with Liam Delap, and I think eventually he will come good for Chelsea. Granted, he's been struggling a lot, but my biggest issue with him is his immaturity, right? His lack of like understanding what's happening on the pitch, right? So in that situation, when we conceded that goal to Arsenal, essentially it became from a Liam Delap error. If
Yep.
you actually booked it, right? Like this, he had the ball on a break. Pedro Neto was storming down the wing, and he just decided to like kick it early, right? I get it. He's thinking counterattack, but when you know you guys are down a man and you're under pressure, as a striker, you should be like an outlet to like kind of hold the ball, bring it up, buy your team some time, clear the air a little bit for them so that they can actually breathe. But he just killed the play, right? And we lost the ball right away. They launched it to Saka, and then Kukurea, obviously on that yellow, can't really play him that tight. Had to kind of give him that little space for him to get the cross off, and lo and behold, right, 1-1.
Yeah, I think that's I was gonna bring that up. That's a great point. I think
Yeah,
Delap was at fault for our goal. If you look at it, I know exactly what he's thinking. He's a striker. We're down a
yeah,
man. He knows that he's not gonna get that many chances this game. And when he sees, you know, Pedro Neto in a potential 2v1 or 1v1 and he could potentially be free. He's thinking of releasing him in the hopes that he gets that cutback at the edge of the box, right? Like I can already see that's what he's thinking. But it's like, yeah, you're right. You gotta be a little bit more mature than that. Our best striker ever, Drogba, what would he have done? He would have held on to that ball. He would have relieved pressure. He would have taken it to the corner flag. First of all, he would have fucking waited until the right time to play the ball. Let's just start there. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
I know you're excited, but bro, like, come on. And the number two is you're our striker. We need you to relieve pressure. We need you to hold up. We need you to take it to the corner flag. And like, we're trying to protect the lead here. And yeah, you're right. That immaturity, I think it could cost him. It cost Nico Jackson, so it could cost Liam Delap too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then how about Reece James, guys?
Oh yeah, yeah.
We
Wait,
can't we can't
let
end
me
this
ask
episode
this.
without
Let me
shouting
ask
out
this real
shouting out
quick.
the captain. He's one of our own.
Yeah,
So
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been wanting to ask this since the episode
yeah,
started, which
bro.
is does the are have we put an end to the debate of Timber and Reece James? Because I seen a man when his team went down to 10 he was playing a 4-1. We were playing a 4-1-4 formation basically. This man was in midfield alone, tracking, breaking up play, releasing pressure, playing, spreading balls over the top. Like he was doing everything. What do you guys have to say?
Bro, it was never a debate for me at least. I've always said a healthy Reece James, is levels above Jurriën Timber. I do want to hear from Egale. I know this guy. For those who don't know, this guy was talking smack for a good week about how these guys are gonna, touch us. We're gonna hold three.
Hey,
You
yo,
know,
Pause.
this, of course, no Diddy, no, and pause. But
uh,
Egale.
hey, bro. I'm not. Well, first off, we needed this more than y'all. You don't even understand it, bro. That's the level of desperation we're at right now, bro. Bro, we needed them points, man. Because like at this point, we just want to get that gap, bro. Because it's been a bottle job after bottle job, bro. We need to secure this job. So I was nervous. I wasn't really happy to see y'all at this time of the year. I want to see y'all a little later. Let us get some shit together. But the way I see it, Arteta, when we play these away games, he's moving kind of passive. Like I don't like the way, like because they're gonna play how he wants them to play. So I don't see a lot of fast football, bro. I see a whole lot of passive football, a lot of backwards, sideways passes, bro. When you see these guys get a red card that early, bro, you got to get on their neck, bro. Got to go for the jugular at that point. So, and I didn't see that. So right now I'm a little shaky, man. I just need to see a couple. I need to see a couple more games, and then we're gonna see what's going on. Because realistically, you guys are the biggest threat to us. So I took that. I didn't take that lightly. You know what I mean? Like I didn't take that game lightly. It was a big game, and we drew, and you guys only had 10 men. So like that's the way I see it. Like we sold the Duffy on that.
I appreciate it, man. You've come full circle.
Nah, I'm not full circle, bro. We got next, but y'all got this one. Y'all got this one. That's a win for y'all. That's the way I see it. You know what I mean?
It's not a win for us. It's
In
it's
a
it's a
sense, it
win.
is.
No, no, it's a win based on us being proud of our young team of coming out on top. Not on top, but we came out with a draw against the best team in Europe, the best team in the league. So performance wise, it's a win. But obviously we expected 3 points. I was. I think I've told each of you, like, I was so excited for this game. So excited. And the one thing I said was, I really hope we don't kill the game the same way we did against United. Because when we killed that game against United, the first 10, 15 minutes, man, it hurt my soul. And this one hurt my soul too. When Caicedo got the red, I was just like, damn, can we just
Yeah.
have one game against, like, a rival without having, shit like this happen? But, we go again. And yeah. So, Fuad, Reece and Timber.
Bro, all I can say about Reece James is like, he showed why, Chelsea fans have always been saying he's a world-class player, right? He also showed why top managers rave about this guy, right? We've just seen clips, like everybody has seen the clips of like every single player, whether it be England players, Real Madrid players, saying that like the best right back they've played against is Reece James, right? Um, Only this time, he did it from midfield, right? Which is next level, right? He came in, showed levels, which was great to see. I mean, he was running circles around, Odegaard, circles around Zubimendi, Declan Rice, bro. Like Declan Rice, the guy that everybody's been praising as like the best midfielder in England, Reece James came in there and did a job in a London derby, captain's armband, dominated the game, bro. Like, if that doesn't show levels world class, like he's up here, there's really nothing else to say.
You
You know what I
know,
mean?
they say there's the debate is he the best right back in the league? But let me ask you this. Was there a better midfielder on the pitch in that game? And we have about $500 million worth of value in that midfield on both teams.
Yeah.
And the
No,
best player is
seriously,
the
bro.
right back. Come on.
Yeah.
Reese was the
Rolls
best.
Royce of a player.
Yeah, he was the best player on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but just want to ask you, Gali, a quick question. What you think about the subs that Arteta made? You know,
I
I,
mean, bro, I'm
I
not
was at a
even mad
watch
at the
party
sub.
and
I'm not
fans
mad
were
at the sub.
celebrating when Gyökeres came. Chelsea fans were celebrating when
Bro,
Gyökeres came on.
Gyökeres didn't even touch the ball, bro. He might have got one touch out there, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at the subs, but we didn't do anything with it, so it's useless.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who else?
like
Who else got subbed? So
even
was
Eze,
Gyökeres for
Eze
Eze?
didn't touch the ball much either, bro. Like I don't know. I just don't know. Like it's a little too much passive football. Like we need to start like like pressing it. You know what I'm saying? You see them, bro. It's like a wounded fucking animal, bro. You got to just take advantage of the situation, bro. Like, you're down 10 men, bro. You got to be aggressive, bro. Go straight
What
to the
happened to you
jugular. That's
guys?
what I want to see.
I think you guys thought we were Tottenham Hotspur because you guys
Maybe,
were pressing against Tottenham.
yeah. bro, it was just, I think it was a confidence thing, and I think this game was a lot bigger. So, like, they folded, and it is what it is. We got to see what's going on going forward.
Bro, the way these men came in, gassed up about Eze, talking about his hat trick from Spurs, talking
Yeah.
about how he's gonna like dominate us. Bro, like where was Eze? Stinker hooked, bro. Calafiori talking about, this Calafiori guy is gonna do all this and do bits.
Mm-mm.
Hooked, bro.
Nah,
Like all these guys were gone. Zubamendi, bro. I remember you seeing in the group chat when people were gassing up Zubamendi, and I said this guy's average, bro. Hooked. Reece James, bro. What can you say? You know?
he's different,
Yeah.
man. I also want to give flowers to Enzo Fernandez, man, because listen, that guy has been fucking putting in shift after shift. And the way he plays and the role that he
Proper
plays
Chelsea.
in this team is like he's been asked to do so much. He has to push up, crash the box, each attack. He's literally next to the keeper on, at the end of every attacking play. And if you look at every defensive play, he's back there. He's hustling back. He's breaking up play. He's releasing people from behind. You know what I'm saying? Like he's everywhere. So yeah, he deserves his flowers, man.
Bro, the amount of slander that guy got, bro, and
Yep.
the amount of bro, the shifts that he puts in week after week for Chelsea, bro. Like the shithousery that he has on Mason Mount, on Noni Madueke. Bro, that guy's proper Chelsea, bro. Nobody can hate on that guy. It's my
No,
guy right there.
Yeah, I
no,
mean,
no way.
it's no secret. I think it's an open secret. And Fuad knows, I've been Enzo Fernandez's. He's been my public enemy number one since he's arrived. But honestly, I've warmed up to Enzo, not just this season alone, but last season as well. So he's up there, guys. He's up there with our best players, next to Caicedo, Reese, and Cole. And Esteval's like sneaking up there as well. Um, but definitely shout out Enzo. But I do want to give a special shout out to, man, our Club World Cup goalkeeper, man, Robert Sanchez. He saved us. We
Hmm.
could have easily conceded like at least 3 goals. You know, what was that shot in the last minute of the game?
Yeah,
I
that one was crazy.
That was crazy. Who took that again?
I forgot. It came from their right wing though. That's where it came from. It was
Yeah.
low. It was powerful. It was driven, and I was like, oh, if anything's gonna cook him, it's that kind of shot. Hard, low to the corner, and he got down there fast, boy.
His
Yeah,
reflexes, bro. Crazy,
I
bro.
was
I've never seen
surprised.
him move like this.
Yeah, bro, he
bro.
is he. Yo, listen, Rob. Whatever you're doing, dog, keep it up. We love it.
Bro, even the bravery, bro, that save, and then Gyökeres running in there and he just dove on the ball.
Yep.
Bro, I could have got a serious injury, but that's what I want to see, man. That bravery.
Yep.
Big
Yep.
up
Wait,
Sanchez, man.
yeah, we didn't hear your take on the Reese James and Timber. Who's
Bro,
better?
you know what, bro? Reese had a big game, bro. He held it down with 10 men, bro. He put him in the midfield, bro. I got to respect it, bro. He got it right now, but that's for now, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to see what Timber does going forward, man. He got to make it up at this point. Because
You're a real guy, man. You're a real guy. I appreciate
I allow it. No, he was the best player on the pitch, bro. I can't even say nothing about it, bro. He was by far the best player on the pitch. So he got it for now, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it up. I want to see the consistency from him because he was one of them ones before his injury for sure.
it.
Yeah.
So, Igal, you
And he's
guys
been injury
play.
free for a year, so that's
Oh,
good to know
true.
too.
That's
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Igal, you guys play Brentford, I think on Tuesday, tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah.
You guys obviously played your full strength team outside of Gabriel last Sunday versus Spurs, a full strength team versus Bayern, damn near a full strength team against Chelsea. I'm sure you
I
guys are
don't
gonna need to make some changes. Any thoughts on the upcoming game? And do you think what changes do you think Arteta should make, or do you think you should go full strength again?
I mean, I think we're just playing it safe. Like it's very tactical, but sometimes I feel like it's overly tactical because like the discipline he got them guys on the leash, all them players, because there's a lot of guys out there and he's gonna choose who plays, right? So I think it's just we're in a kind of a weird situation right now. But I do think we're still gonna win the league this year. But I don't. I want it to be like I want a gap, bro. I'm not trying to be nervous every game, bro. because like we're known to not win the league a lot, like in recency. You know what I mean? Like we're known to
Recency.
bottle. We're
20,
known
20
we're known to
plus.
bottle. So
20
like
plus.
yeah, I'm kind of on my
Decades, bro.
Yeah.
yeah. But what I'm saying is like we don't have a good reputation, so like we need that gap. I think we need it because like it's gonna be a lot of pressure on them players, bro. They know
Yeah,
they
if you
have
don't mind,
they
if you
know
don't
they
mind me
haven't
asking,
done, bro, for a long time, bro. I feel like it adds to the pressure. You know what I mean? It is what it is, though. We got to see who's really like that because like we have a
do you,
lot of players, man. I'll say like when it comes to squad depth, bro, probably the deepest squad in Europe. That's the way I feel, though. I mean, that's how I'm supposed to feel, though.
It's true.
yeah, if
You
you
guys
don't
got
mind
a
me asking,
deep
bro,
squad. Yeah, go
like,
ahead.
quick question. How old are you, bro?
How old am I?
Yeah, I'm just
I'm like,
curious.
oh yeah, I'm 30, bro. I'm a grown ass man, nigga.
30, okay.
Yeah, I'm old
So,
as
so
shit.
how
Look,
old are you when Arsenal won like 20, what were you, like 8?
yeah, don't remember, brother. Don't remember ever. You know what I'm saying? But I remember a lot of players and moments, man. Trust me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's what it's
it's
all
wild.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just checking because my barber actually is he's actually 22 and he's
Oh,
a
he's
huge
never seen
Arsenal fan.
anything.
I roast him
Poor
every
guy,
day,
bro.
bro. I'm like, bro, you were like 6 months old when Arsenal won.
No, but
Yeah,
you know what I
so
don't I just want to know like how long can he keep up this haram ball tactics and like
It's
can
nasty.
you actually win a league like with haram with
bro.
I mean,
not with God but with Satan? I don't know how can you do this,
no,
bro?
I'm not gonna
You
lie.
can't actually win the league at 38 games playing like this, can you?
I mean, it's been done before. Like we can't act like it's never happened before, bro. There's a lot
I
of haram
don't
ball
I
that.
can't remember the last time a team played with this much badness in their mind and they actually won the league. Like Leicester played fucking great football. Like
Yeah.
City, all these teams played great football. They didn't resort to Stoke City tactics, you know.
I mean, bro, I don't think okay, so yeah, we've been doing that. We do it at times. But then again, it's like, bro, we're just trying to get that jump, bro. That's all we need, bro. I don't care if however we got to do it, bro. I don't care, bro. Just get it done. You know what
I
I'm saying?
rate it.
I
I
know
rate
we're getting a lot of set pieces. Like I'm cool with those kind of goals, bro. I'm just trying to win. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it is kind of like it is a little boring at times. I'll be honest. Like sometimes it be boring, but
It's
sometimes
crazy though.
good
Isn't it
ball.
like
It's like when they're off the leash. I feel like when we play home games, we
yeah.
show more like sauce. You know what I mean? But a lot of those away games, I feel like Arteta's setting us up to just play kind of like we don't want to lose. We just
You're
want to,
scared.
yeah, scary. So it's a little too passive for me. So, but we gonna see going forward how it looks and how it all comes up.
I just find it funny though because historically, it was Arsenal fans who always used to call us Chelsea fans, boring, boring Chelsea, right? Because it was always 1-0 to the Chelsea. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Shut down shop and we won the title, right? But now
yeah,
you guys are doing it. You guys were the ones like, we play beautiful football, tiki-taka type styles, and
yeah.
that's gone. Now you're playing boring football, but you're not winning. Like that's the issue, you know what I mean? So I feel like Arsenal fans, this season, I feel like Arteta has to win.
It's
He has
make
to
or
win
break.
this season. It's make or break
Yeah,
for him,
yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Because what, phase eight,
do
eight
you
years,
honestly
you know?
think the board's going to sack him? I don't think
I don't
Arsenal
even
win
know if they're
12
gonna sack
because
him, but it's
yeah,
gonna be a lot of lost hope, bro. It's gonna be
yeah.
very bad for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
gonna hurt for sure.
Because you guys stuck with Wenger. I mean, during some dark,
20,
dark
20
He
years,
days.
won
yeah.
something
Yeah.
though, you know what I mean?
I'm
He
talking
gave them
like
No, he's not getting sacked.
opposing fans were chanting like, "We want you to stay." Like you guys would go to like the bottom of the league away, and they'll be chanting, "Wenger, we want you to stay." So I mean, and they still kept him for like a good couple of years. So, and I mean, Emery was I guess, the only coach in recent history that was sacked, right? But I mean, you guys were struggling. Um, but no, I mean, I think the board, I feel like they're happy
Yeah,
with finishing second. Obviously, obviously they showed commitment to the team, a lot of commitment to the team, like this past summer with the number of signings you guys made.
yeah.
So there's you can see the will to win.
Mhm.
Um, so with this amount of investment, not just in Arteta, but the current squad and all the new additions, I honestly don't think I'll be shocked if they sack him, right? What do you guys think? I mean, I think he's here to stay.
He's not getting sacked, but y'all can go.
I don't think
I
they're
mean,
gonna sack him.
they
I just
should
I
sack him.
They should, but I don't think they will.
They won't. Yeah,
They don't have that mentality, man. It's like well, we all know what Arsenal's about. So
Yeah,
it's more about the feelings and the vibes than actually winning anything, unfortunately for them. So yeah,
I mean, I guess
100%.
you can argue a lot of teams are like
crazy.
that too,
You got it.
because like we really haven't seen Clear Lake. Like we haven't seen how ruthless Clear Lake can be. We've seen them sack Potter, Poch, Lampard, but obviously we didn't finish in the top four, so it was understandable that they got sacked. But I mean, do you guys see a situation where Maresca finishes,
Bro, I
you
say
know,
it's ruthless
safely
that
in the
they
top
sacked.
four for like 3 years and then they sack him because we haven't reached that next level?
I've seen how ruthless they are. They sacked Tuchel after winning the Champions League.
True.
You know what I mean? So, I granted there's other circumstances behind that and just like the vision and whatnot, but I mean, Potter was a good example. 6 months into the role, I think. How long did he last? 6, 7 months?
Yeah, something
Till
like
it was
that.
not
I
tenable
think
anymore, and it was just like, get out of here. And they dropped big money on him. I think they gave him like what 12 million for like 6 years. Like it was a
bro.
ridiculous
They
contract.
paid him out of his contract. They made him rich as fuck during his contract, and then they paid him even more to cut his contract. In that six
Yeah.
months, my nigga, he came up so much,
He
man.
walked away like 60 mil probably or 40
Are
mil.
you
I don't know, some
kidding me,
crazy
bro?
number. Yeah.
It's
So
crazy, crazy.
yeah.
Well, did you guys see the clip of Nani Madueke, edge of our box? Enzo Fernandez clears the ball that's at his feet while also fucking kicking the damn shit out of him.
Yeah.
Nani falls to the ground, and Cuckoo and Enzo do one of those in
Yeah,
his face.
I saw that. I still, to be fair,
Amazing.
I still think they're friends with the guy. Like
Yeah.
even Paul,
100%, bro.
yeah,
I
like
don't know if you saw even
Palmer's,
Fofana too. They did
yeah,
the same thing.
right?
Really?
Yeah.
And I didn't see that one.
Fofana like fouled him and then he like stood over him like that Allen Iverson type, like stand over and looked at him
Yeah.
and then Noni just got up laughing. You know what I mean? It
I love it. I
was
love that shit.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, I think we should wrap it up real quick. I just want to ask you guys, we play Leeds. Is it tomorrow or the next day? Or Wednesday?
Wednesday, I think, is
On
the next game.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thoughts on, who we should play against Leeds? Because just like Arsenal, we've been playing, full strength teams since Burnley, really. So, any thoughts on the rotation, Lowell?
Yeah, I mean, I know who we need to rest, and I think Enzo might start the game, but I think he's probably going to be one of the first people off the pitch. Hap, it sucks that we're going to be without Caicedo for the next 3 matches, but it's good, in my opinion, that he gets to sit down for 3 matches and rest those legs. So, and Reese also, Reese needs to just not touch a pitch for at least one match day. And maybe we'll get to see, Gittins come back in. I know it's been a little bit of time since we've seen him. I want to see Andre Santos definitely get a start, for sure. I'd like to see Gui. For whatever reason, we don't play Gui. So we're probably going to see Delap, but I'd like to see Gui at least make an appearance off the bench. Um, and yeah, and also a Champong. Play the kid, please.
Mm.
Like he's a beast. Like we all see the talent that he has. Just let him. And I know like it's important, our center back pairing. I know it's been shaky recently, but people need to rest. Play the kid.
Yep. What?
Yeah, it's tough because December is always a tricky month, right? Because what we play like the 3rd, the 6th, the 13th, like we're playing almost like twice a week easily, you know what I mean, for the month of December. And this is like that tricky period. So for sure, obviously, we're not gonna have Caicedo. We're not gonna play um Reece James. I can tell you that for a fact. That guy's not playing. We're managing his minutes. Even Maresca said that at the end of the game, like, we need to kind of manage Reece's minutes. And to play the entire game with 10 men against Arsenal, it's not easy, right? And Barcelona, he played like half the game, so he's definitely gonna be rested. I can see guys like Santos starting in midfield, Enzo Fernandez for sure. We just have no choice. Potentially could see guys like Bueno Note play this game. Um, we brought him in on loan. Might as well use him. I could definitely
Forgot
see for
about him.
sure. Yeah, like he's
No
he's there.
bullshit.
Yeah. Gittins for sure is going to be on the wing. I can see Esteval again starting. Neto's been playing a lot of minutes, so I would rest Neto as well. Um, and yeah, like Mar toss up between Delap, Margu, so not really sure who's going to play there. And who knows, we might even see Jorgensen play. You know what I mean? In net. Sanchez has been playing a lot of games. I can see him getting a rest as well. But again, we have leads on and then we have, I
Wednesday.
think, who's the next game after Leeds?
Uh, Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Yeah. So both going to be scrappy games. Arsenal's going to be tricky for you guys because you guys have like Brentford and Villa, I think, right? And
Yep,
Villa's
Villa.
the team that you lost the league to last season, right? Unai Emery, he's always look gunning for revenge, so should be a good week.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. I think we'll probably see Jorgensen in goal.
Mhm.
Cucurella also needs to rest too. Maybe we play Hato on the left, or I,
Yeah,
I guess
good
Hato on the
call.
left, Gusto on the right, and Badiashila's healthy, right? So hopefully we see him in Achipong or Tosin in Achipong. Trying to see who else we got. Andre Santos, Enzo, Buonanotte. Um, Maybe Enzo gets subbed in the second half for Isugu because he's also healthy now too. So, this would be a good game for him to like just come in. And yeah, hopefully Esteval starts on the right, Gittins on the left, and then I want to see Liam Delap, playing the nine. I really do. I think these are the games, and I've said this when we played Burnley too. I feel like we need this guy to play these tough, scrappy games, right? And this is where he proves, he's Chelsea level. And second half, hopefully we sub Esteval for Cole Palmer. I want to see our dog back. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, I can't. I'm so super excited to see Cole Palmer back in the flesh, bro. I can't lie. Real quick. If you know, if you could say one thing to your squad, to your Arsenal boys, um, you know, keeping it short, what would you say? It's crucial time right now in your league campaign. What would you say to them?
I would just say like win as many games as we can. Obviously, I feel really confident when we play at home, but these away games we might have to switch up the tactic. I don't know if it's an Arteta thing. I don't know if it's the players. I don't really know, but I know that we need to get every point we can, bro. Because if we don't have that gap and we don't have that confidence of like, like kind of front running a little bit, it could get scary. So like that's my whole thing. Like just keep the consistency going. I think that was our second loss. So it's or not loss, but that was a draw. But I think we only have like one loss right now in the league. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
thanks
just,
Liverpool.
yeah, just keep that consistency. Beat these weaker teams, and then when we play these bigger clubs, I need to see a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because we looked really good against Bayern, but we kind of flopped against you guys. I don't know what it was. Maybe, playing against Chelsea, in y'all stadium, maybe they cracked a little bit, but I think it was a good experience, and I think going forward we're gonna be cool. I still think feel really confident we're gonna win the league, bro. Like, and that's just how I feel.
We'll
Hey,
see, we'll see in May.
confidence.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Fouad, real quick, who do you think's winning the league this year? My man Eagle thinks Arsenal got it. Who you got, bro?
Oh, that's a tough one. And I hate making predictions in, you know, start of December just because so much can happen in the month of December. I think you get a better indication in probably January. But right now, I will say it's Arsenal's title to lose because they do have that advantage. I mean, what, like a 5 point gap over City right now? And City's inconsistent. We're young, we're inconsistent. Um, I think Arsenal at the end of the day have the most complete squad in terms of experience. They're seasoned, they've been together for a while. They've made minor tweaks, which are, good tweaks, like adding guys like Eze with more experience, more Prem experience. So again, it's their title to lose, but do I think that they're gonna bottle it? Yes. Right? but it is theirs to lose. Yeah.
Yep. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Especially, Fouad. Don't forget to follow him, guys. SW6 Pulse. He's on TikTok. He's on YouTube. Amazing page. He's got memes. He's breaking down the game. He's got, some serious analysis. This is, a top guy. And shout out to Egale as well for coming on, being an Arsenal fan, and showing love to our podcast as well. Lowell, as always. Our man Tosh is in Rio, so he won't be. He's not here today, but we'll catch him for the next one when we play Leeds. So that's it, guys. Episode 13 in the books. Up the Chels, baby.
Up to Chelsea, boys.